What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today is a great day, not only because I'm enjoying some Dunkin' Donuts coffee and some chocolate chip cookies. These are my favorite. I know some of you know what these are. The best cookies ever in the world, right? Especially if you went to public school and they gave this to you pretty much every single day. What am I going to be doing right here? So this is my Rovan Gas 305 buggy. In the prior video, I did upgrade the tires. So these are the excavator tires on this. Now, what am I going to try to do in this video? We're going to see if I can get a couple extra miles per hour out of this. So in the last video where I did speed runs on this is fully stock, other than the tires, of course, with the original gearing set as of right now. I got 39 miles per hour on this in the prior video with a slightly lean tune. Right now I have it adjusted to, once again, running a little bit rich. So I guess the baseline number for today would be 38 miles an hour. If I can get maybe 2 to 3 miles per hour more, I will consider that a success. Now, of course, on the sidelines right over here, I have my Traxxas Stampede VXL. This runs an extremely powerful 120 amp Hobby King ESC. A couple years ago, I would say about a decade ago, these ESCs hit the market on Hobby King and they were like $40 to $45. Actually, the other day when I was on a live stream with Steve D313, someone mentioned, what is that extension cable coming out of that ESC? That was a really great joke. So you know what? Kind of spurred up some emotion in me, made me get some coffee and cookies. That kind of made me feel good and I felt like resurrecting this. I put in my Fly Sky receiver in this. Of course, if I get bad results, you won't see this in the video, but hey, that's just like the real news, so hey, who am I to judge? Now that I've made it back to the RC cars and coffee layer, I am out of coffee, but guys, I am not out of information about the results on my speed test. And also, we're going to talk a little bit about the newest issue of RC Car Action magazine. It's a pretty cool issue. They have the Reader's Choice Awards for 15 top RC products. Right, let's get back to the speed increase. So last time, as I said, I got 38 miles an hour on the stock 30cc Rovan buggy, and this time with just the larger tires alone, you could see the difference in size. I'm going to hold them up to the bottom. It's not a drastic increase in size, you could see right over here, but you do have about at least a half of an inch. 4 miles an hour, guys. It ran really well. The traction with these trencher style tires, they call them the excavators, phenomenal. Before this, with these stock tires, I thought I needed a front brake kit on this, honestly. I was going to look for a mechanical brake kit, but right now the brakes are really good, obviously because these tires just have a whole bunch of traction. Now, since I did run it on the pavement a good amount of time, I could already see a lot of the tread wear here on top, but you know what? That's my fault. It's still going to be pretty good. This thing had no problem handling the extra size of the tire, and I have no doubt that when I put in the speed gear pinion and spur gear set into this, that it's going to be really good, and hopefully I could probably hit about 47, maybe high 40s. So stay tuned for that. We're going to get to that later. If you're a fan of the rap music genre, you would know the phrase stack cheddar, make that paper. Now, when it comes to me and RCs, I do understand that. I think they mean stack RC cars and stack that paper in terms of old vintage nitro magazines. Guys, that's what I've been doing. These things are going to be pretty collectible one day, hopefully for me, right? This is my oldest RC magazine. Look at it. It's basically held together by tape all over the place. This is a 2001 issue, my first RC magazine. This is what did it for me. And look at the newest one right over here. When I hold it up like this, do you guys see any difference? This is a 260-page RC magazine. And in fact, every single RC Car Action magazine is really thick. Look at this, really thick. This one, it's about 60 pages, guys, 60. I mean, I thought I got some kind of trial issue of this. Sometimes you get them in the mail, but I subscribe to this. This is already the second issue where it's basically 60 pages. But nonetheless, it's still cool. I still like this. I refuse to read this online. I'm just not gonna do that. So let's see what they picked for the Reader's Top 15 Products of the Year Award. The Radio Control Car Action Magazine Reader's Choice Awards for 2019. Let's see what we have to go through here. I'm just basically gonna go over this, give my opinion, see if I know anything, and if I agree or disagree. So for the truck category, the Traxxas e-Revo, this is a fan favorite. I've actually ran these. I love them. Now, honestly, all the reviews I've seen on the e-Revo platform have been fairly bad because they honestly can't tell whether it's a truck, whether it's a buggy, whether it's a truggy. For me, who cares? I love it. I agree. This gets a thumbs up. And if I had some coffee, this would also get some coffee. But I don't have any coffee right now, guys. Right. Then we have for a buggy, the Arrma Typhoon 6S BLX. This is a really good pick. I actually agree. It says the first win for the Arrma of this type right over here. I've never owned an Arrma that I liked. So guys, this is for you. I'm going to keep that as it is. For the Nitro vehicle, we have the once again undefeated Traxxas Revo 3.3. I totally agree. It actually says right over here that it's been a winner for 16 straight years. After winning Nitro Truck category every year since 2004, the Revo has just kept on winning since we broadened the category to Nitro vehicle. Man, this is a remarkable RC. I own it. I love the Revo style suspension, and in fact, I know many of you guys out there also like it and run it. Mine is solid. I have an OS engine in it, but that's not the point. The chassis itself is incredible. Let's flip the page. For on-road car, the Traxxas X01. So I have owned this, and this is a remarkable RC. Now, when they came out, they were extremely expensive. I think over $1,000. I bought mine when it was a little bit cheaper for about $690, and eventually I sold it for about $550 to one of my good friends that I still keep in touch with today. It was a great RC, top of the line. The wheels, remarkable technology. We're not going to get into the actual characteristics of it right now, but yes, I do agree with the Traxxas X01 as one of the best on-road electric touring sedans for this scale that there are. For tires, we have the Proline Badlands, obviously some of the best. I know a lot of you fit scale guys out there also run these. For battery, we have the Venom Drive LiPos. I don't know much about the modern LiPo technology other than you need a lot of cells and you need a lot of discharge. So there you go. I'm sure it's great. Let's move on. Traxxas Easy Peak Dual ID Charger. I don't use any of these. They're very gimmicky. I'm sure they're very good. I just use a basic older style, charger that does the job just fine. For body, we have the Proline Chevy C10. Proline's always been known to make great tires and bodies, so yes, this is no exception. I totally agree. Now here we have an interesting decision, guys. For fuel, the Traxxas Top Fuel is the selected choice for fuel. I'm very surprised. Now, yes, I'm sure that Traxxas spent a lot of money on marketing this kind of stuff, but every time I've ran Traxxas Top Fuel, the RC just pretty much heated up a lot. O'Donnell or Byron is one of the best fuels to go. That is what I highly recommend if you want consistent stability in your tuning and you want good temperatures from your engine. For nitro engine, they chose the Traxxas TRX 3.3. Totally disagree. This is a great looking motor. I mean, look at the design. It really good looking. Rear exhaust, electric start, everything good. But just in terms of pure power, this thing doesn't even make 1.5 horsepower. A similar displacement engine from HPI makes over 2. You've seen some of my prior videos where I talked about that in full detail. But it's right here. It's still good looking on the page. And you know what? Maybe it belongs here, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Let's keep moving on. Here we have some electric stuff, some remotes. Obviously, Spectrum is always going to be the better one. Basically, the more you pay, the better it is. High-tech servos, always the name in the game. Very good. We have a Tekin motor and ESC combination right over here. Of course, always top of the line. Once again, the more you pay, the more you get. That's how it works. Driver Ryan Cavalieri. Great guy. Don't know nothing about these guys. For innovation, you get the Traxxas UDR. Also, don't know much about this, but I personally am not into these kind of desert racing style RCs. For me, you need either a really fast on-road car, a stadium truck, or a monster truck, or any of that combination that has a 1/5 scale gas engine. That's good to go too. All right, guys, you made it to the end of RC cars and coffee. I may be out of coffee, but I am not out of cool, dope RC nitros. This is a Traxxas Jato. I recently picked this one up. We're not doing a full demonstration on this one in this particular video, but you know what? For some fun, why don't we go for a couple of speed runs on this bad boy? This is one of the best nitros out there, and I'm quite sure if the New York City Stig owned one nitro car, this will probably be it. Let's see how fast this thing actually is. Whenever you're on RC cars and coffee, you gotta make sure to keep your coffee and nitro fuel separated. Obviously, the nitro fuel gets the preferred first spot as your cup holder, right over here, right? The coffee, who cares about the coffee?